how to send the data. So simply I get the data yesterday. Now today I'm going to send the data. So same process I opened. See, simply like this the screen. If you want to open same process, then go to your practices. So this is my process under Dev and GA. This is my process. I just opened the process. So this is my process. If you want to send the data, then you need to use again connector. See, this is the getting the data. Now I want to send the data, so that I am getting again I'm using the connector. So connector shape, drag and drop it. Now select same disk as the connector. Under drop down, you can connect. You can select the disk as the connector. So instead of get, you can use send. Yesterday we used get. Now we can use send. So and connection. So now connection. I want to store the data under this directory. Boomi test data output under XML. So this is empty. Now I am deleting these files. See, now it is empty. So now I am planning to store my data in this directory. So connection. I am creating new connection. This is the send disk connection. So give the directory here and press save and save and close, and then operation. In the operation again same operation. I mean you don't have a existing operation. That's the reason you need to create the new operation. So plus the plus button. This is send disk operation. Send disk operation. Press save again. So here two options are available. One is create directory if does not exist. That means if directory is does not available, then it will create it. Okay, it will create the directory. And this is the file naming options. So see, create unique name. Unique name means if already file name is available, it will rename the file name. For example, test file is there. So it will, if you send again test file, then it will say change the name as test1, test2, test3, like that. Rename the files. And overwrite if file exists. Overwrite if file exists means if already file same file name is available, then it will override. And append means it will append the data to existing file. And abort means if already file available, it will throw an error saying that file already with the same name. Okay. So these are the available options. We can use normally we can use create unique name if file exists. So press save button, save, save and close. So now you have a connection operation. Everything is settled. See, for any connector, please make sure you want what is the connector and what is the action and connection and operation. Once everything is set, then it's fine. That is the setup. This is the setup finish. So once setup is done, then you can drag and drop to stop shape, and you can drag and drop to this shape. See, now this is the flow. See, this is a start shape, and this using this connector we are getting the data, and same using this connector we are sending the data. Finally stop shape. So this is the flow. So once flow done, once this was completed, then press save. So try to understand. See, now this directory is empty. See, if you observe, this directory is empty. So now we want to provide the name. Now we want to run the process. So run a test. I am running the test, and select your atom. Don't forget to select your atom. Don't use cloud atom. Yesterday I already discussed with you. Don't use cloud atom. Your own atom. Kumar MPS local. This is my atom. So run a test. It will start testing. See, while executing the process, it will be in yellow color. Once it is successful, then it is in green color. If it is fail, then it is in red color. See, now it is successful. This step, this shape, this shape. See, logs, everything is available. Logs, safe source data, connection data, everything is available. So go to your directory now. So go back to your directory. See, three files are available. Okay, but if you observe, three files are in the format of dat. Dat is not a recommended format. See, by default boomi format is dat. Don't forget, default date format is dat. See, dat file, this is not XML file. Inside this XML only, this is XML only, but actually this format is dat. So you need to make sure by default date format would be .dat, and default test mode limit would be, yesterday I discussed with you, 10 documents or 1 MB. 10 documents, see, 1 2 3 like that, 10 documents, or size, mixing of size would be 1 MB, maximum size would be 1 MB, maximum size would be 1 MB. Okay, so this is the test mode limit. So if you observe here, now I successfully placed the files, but one drawback is I am not giving any name. See, if you observe, I didn't provide the name. This is the default name, because here I didn't provide the name of the file. That is the reason it is taking default some dummy format. It is not actual format. This is a .dat format. The file name also some scratch. It's not a recommended name. So then what we'll do? If you want to give your own name or proper name, then what we'll do? So then I will go to return to edit mode. If you want to provide proper naming conventions, then you need the properties. So simply properties are global variables. Once we can declare it, we can use it wherever we want. So properties are global variables. Once we can declare it, we can use it wherever we want. So in Boomi, we have 4 types of properties: document property, dynamic document property, process property, dynamic process property. First, I'll go with the document property. Document property is the name should be fixed. See, this is the set property step. If you want to set any property, then you require the set property step. This is the set property step. Drag and drop it. So this is empty. Now, if you want to say, provide the proper naming convention to the disk, then press the plus button. See this button. Press the plus button, and it will open. See, these are the 4 types of properties: document property, dynamic document property, dynamic process property, and process property. So first we will discuss about the document property. Document property is the name should be fixed. See, disk means disk file name, disk directory. For FTP file name, FTP remote directory, FTP move to directory. These are fixed names given by Boomi. So these are the fixed names given by Boomi for document property. For example, in this case, we are sending the file to disk, so that we need to provide the name as disk file name. So here you need to take disk, under disk expand. See, initially it's like this. See, I'm opening. So press the plus button and select document property. By default, it's radio button, and expand disk. Select disk file name, because we want to set for disk file name. So press OK. So this is the left side value. So in mathematical operation also, I is equal to 10 means this is the destination. What is our destination? Disk is the destination. What is our agenda? We want to set the file name. So now we have taken disk file name. We need to provide the file name. Otherwise, how we will set? Okay. So we need to provide the file name. So again, press the plus button. So see here, if you observe parameters also one of the useful information in Boomi. Parameters are these are the dynamic values. While running the process, it will set the value. Okay, parameters are dynamic values. While executing the process, the values will be setted. So press the plus button, and see, these are the different parameters available in Boomi. So I will explain one by one. So first I will go with static parameter. Static means name itself indicates some static value. Whatever you want, you can give. In this case, I will give you the file name as test. It is, what is the format of file? XML, right? Test.xml. See, clearly observe, I am giving test.xml. So press OK. See, if you observe now, disk file name, we are setting file name for disk, which is the destination, and the name of the file is test.xml. This is the setting. And finally, press OK or cancel. Press OK. See, now set property step is available. So where you have to place this set properties in the middle of between 2 disk connectors, because we want to set the value for disk connector destination. That is the reason we can kept it this set properties like this. Your design makes sense. If you create a good design, it looks good. See, now it looks good, right? So depends on design, your process looks good. So now clearly observe start shape, disk getting the data from disk connector and setting proper file name to disk, and finally sending the to the disk connector. So finally stopping the process. Okay, press save. Finally press save. Now again run the process, run a test. So this is the atom Kumar MPS local, and it will start executing the process. See now you can see the file names test, test1, test2. Why it is taking that name test1 and test2? Because we have used the option as create unique name. Unique name means different names it will take automatically. Initial file name is test.xml, later file names are test1, test2, test3, like that. It will execute until end of the. See now also format also, see XML file. See now the file format also XML file. Previously it is a dat file and file name would be some different scratch format, but now we have given proper file name and with file extension XML. Clearly observe default data format in boomi is dat file, and file names also default file names that will be given by boomi. If you want to customize the file names, then you can use the set property shape. This is the set property shape. If you observe, click on the set property shape, see it clearly shows, see parameter 1 value test.xml, test.xml, test.xml for three documents. First time test.xml for first document, and second document test.xml, and third document also test.xml. But in the connector shape it will change the name. For the first document it is the test.xml only, but for second document is test1.xml, for third document test2.xml. Why it's changed? Because we have used the option as create unique name. Unique name means different names. Okay, so this is the simple disk get and disk send process, and this is the set property shape which we can use. And so one more assignment would be, uh, this is not assignment, one more question. So if you want same file name which is available in the source, you want same file name to destination also, not different file names. Here we have given test.xml, right? You don't want like this. You want same file name which is available in source location. So in that case what you will do? So again we need to use set properties, same set properties, but I don't edit the set properties. I can keep it like this, and I will take one more new set properties. This is same file name, same source file name. If you want to, if you want to keep same source file name to destination, then you want to follow this procedure. Again same thing, press the plus button and select document property. What is the destination? Disk. And select the file name and press ok. So now disk file name and destination, this parameter side we need to use different parameter. Previously I used static parameter, now I need to use different parameter. So press the plus button. Instead of static, see previously I used static. Instead of static, now I will use document property. Why I am using document property means any document level settings are available, default settings are available in document property. So disk file name is the default document property. That's the reason I am using document property. Document property, see select simply in the drop down, select document property. This is the browse section, simply browse it. And again document property, here also document property. What is your source system? Depends on source system, you need to select the document property. What is my source system? Again disk only. That's the reason I will use disk file name is the, I want to set source disk file name to destination. See, if you observe, again if I am pressing this one, document property disk file name, this is for source and this is for destination. So I am setting disk file name for destination is disk file name from source. This is the way to set the same source file name, and finally press ok. So now this is the same source file name, again connect it and connect it and press save, and finally run the process. See, now again I run the process, right? So clearly observe. So I ran the process and now see, this is the file names. See, company accounts, company item test, and contact single. If you observe source file names, see under here, click on disconnector and go to connection data. You will be able to observe the source file names, company accounts, company item details, and contact single. These are the source file names. I am setting same source file names to destination. See, same source. This is the way to set same source file name to destination. Okay, so this is the complete disk get and disk send. I'm setting the file name, different file name, and same file name. This is the same source file name. This is the way to set the same source file name. This is the way to set the different file name. So this is the complete disk to disk process, getting the disk data. So I'm changing the name also, disk get and disk send process, send process. Okay, finally save it. So this is the files also. I hope you understand this the concept. Simple disk, getting the disk data and sending to the disk data, and I used a set property step, so set the different file names. Okay. uh, and as per schedule, I'll go with schedule. Mm, I'm sorry. So see, this is the disk to disk scenario which we discussed. As per schedule, we completed for process, connection, operation, and process options. Yesterday only we discussed start shape and connector shape or step, and finally stop shape. So we completed disk to disk scenario. Session 3 is done. If you observe, session 3 is done. Simple session 3 would be disk get and disk send. So we completed this one. So we'll start session 4 also. Session 4 also, sorry, session 3. Session 4, I set property step, setting the property file name, and branch step. This I will step now. This I will explain. So branch step. What is a branch? So see, if you want to send same data, see, this is a disk data, right? If you want to send same disk data to multiple destinations, not a single destination. At this point, I am sending only disk. Suppose I have a FTP or any other connectors in future. So you want to send same data to multiple destinations. Then you require branch. Okay. So I simply say, if you want to send same data across multiple directions, then you require branch step. I will I will explain you. So first of all, I'll adjust the process. Okay, so I want to send this same data to multiple destinations. So in that case, I need to use the branch shape. Under logic steps it is available. See, not in the execution shape, under logic shapes it is available branch. So this is the branch shape. Just simply drag and drop it, branch shape. And number of branches, how many branches you want? Two branches, for example. How many? Up to maximum 25 branches will be supported. See, this is the maximum branches, 25. After that it won't work. Maximum 25 branches. So depends on your requirement, you can select. Suppose in my case I want only two branches, then select three. If you want to extend one more branch, then again click on it and press one more, press this arrow mark or down this arrow mark and press OK. See, now three arrow marks. So if you want to send same data across multiple directions, then you need branch step. This is the branch step. See, this is the branch step. This is the branch one. I am passing this value. Okay, branch one, and branch 2 and branch 3. I'm just simply stopping the process. That's it. See, you have copy paste option. I forgot to tell you. Copy paste option means if you want to copy this step, okay, then simply you can press the cursor here. Here copy option or remove option, configure option, anything. Configure means this. What is the configuration? Configure means this is the configuration. So if you want to copy, then press the cursor and press the copy. Copy it. If you want to paste it, then press the left click and press paste. So this is the, see now, three branches. Say now looking the process, it seems to be good. So now I have three branches. Save. Okay, I'm running the test now. Everything is same. It will it will execute the process, and it will run the process, and it will go to three directions: this direction and this direction and this direction. See, this direction, this direction, this direction, every direction it is going. Okay, if you open the data here, also save source data, three documents. See, clearly observe, three documents. Here also three documents. Here also three documents. Three documents. So flow will, how the flow means, first it will execute branch 1. Once it will finish, then it will execute branch 2. Once it will finish, it will execute branch 3. That is the flow. Don't forget, first it will go to branch 1. Once it is finished, it will finish, then it will go to branch 2, then it will go to branch 3. This is the flow. Okay, yesterday I told you I will discuss this option tomorrow. What is the use of continue process other execution paths? I'm showing this option. I am unchecking this checkbox. Let us see what will happen. I am unchecking the checkbox. Okay, see what will happen. See, where is a branch 2 and where is a branch 3? It won't execute, right? Clearly observe, previous time when I execute, branch 2 and branch 3 will be executed successfully. Now branch 1 only executed. Branch 2 and branch 3 will not execute. See, observe. So that is the use of that checkbox. Yesterday I told you, right? What is the use of this checkbox means? Continue to process other execution paths. If you want to continue without any error, then you want to use this checkbox. If you want to stop other execution paths, then you want to uncheck this checkbox. That is the use of this checkbox. So again I am backing. Continue to press OK. Run a test. So now you see, I check this checkbox. See, clearly it will mention end and continue, end and continue. End and continue means it will end, and also it will end this flow, specific flow, and it will continue other flows. See, now the other flows are also executed successfully. So that is the use of end and continue checkbox. Very, very important. Don't forget. Sometimes you may have this requirement. Don't throw an error, but execute the paths, other paths also. Then you need to check this checkbox. Always you need to check this checkbox. Okay, that is the use of branch. So then one more step I want to explain you. Archive. What is the use of archive? So here archiving is there. Tracking and caching we will discuss later. So we will discuss archiving. Archiving means, so if you want to store backup, if you want to take the backup, then you require archive tab. Suppose in our case, I am taking, if I plan to take the backup of my documents in this archive folder. Okay, see, I'm deleting these folders, these documents. Now this is empty. If I want to take the backup of my processed documents, then take this one, copy, and give this enable this checkbox and paste it. So now everything will take as a backup. See, I am running the process now. Save and run a test. Now if you observe this directory, data will be filled. See, three documents are available, but same document name will not be available. Okay, don't forget, at this point, boomi has restriction. It won't give the same file name, whatever you want. Like existing file name is account, company accounts, right? but it won't be like this. This is different file name altogether. This is different file name. This is the date format, and one means first file, and this is the get XML disk operation, and this is some unique number. Okay, like this way the format will be happen. This is fixed. We are not able to change. And also this is the dat file. See, if you observe, this is the dat file. Okay, at this point, this is the restriction in boomi. It won't save with same file names. Okay, don't forget, it won't save with the same file names. So that is the use of archiving. Archiving means taking the backup or storing the data in somewhere. So that is the archiving. So yesterday we didn't discuss about this archiving. So today I discussed. So what is the use of archiving? Okay, archiving means taking the backup. Okay, so then, so as per schedule, archiving tab, branch step, and parameters. Parameters also we discussed. Two parameters we discussed. So parameters means this is the option, this is the parameters. These are the available different parameters. Okay. Now I will explain you one more way. If you want to set file name like this, I want the file name with current date. Current date means 2016 hyphen 03 hyphen 16 underscore test underscore um, test underscore sample dot XML. I want no, not sample. I want some unique number, some 1234 like that. 1234 unique number dot XML. You want like this type of format. Okay, this type of format. Clearly observe. One is date format, and one is underscore and test again underscore and some unique number. You want one unique number, and finally dot XML. This is the file name you want. Then how we will do? So how we will do means, so this regarding this, again I am using same set properties. I am drag and drop here. So again I am taking one more set properties, set property shape. So this is a different file name. Okay, so again same, press the plus button, select the document property, and again disk file name, press OK, and press click on it. Now what is the first requirement? Date. What is the requirement? First requirement would be date. That is format would be YYMMDD. That is the format. So YYMMDD. So under this parameters option, press the plus button. What you need to take? Date time. This is the option, date time. Under date time, current date. You want current date. Related date means yesterday date. Last run date, last successful run date. I told you, right? Last run date means when this process executed last time. Last successful run date means when this process executed last successfully. Okay, that is the all dates are available in boomi. Current date means today's date. Related date means today's date minus how many days you want, how many hours you want, whatever you want. You can take, depends on your requirement. So that is related date. Last run date means when this process executed last time, when this process successfully completed last time. That is the last successful run date. So I will use current date. So what is my requirement? My format would be YYMMDD. See, this is my format, YYMMDD. If you want to, so maybe you have a question. If I want my format is is not available in the list, then you can use your own name. Not a problem. See, like this. You can give your own name. It won't throw any error. Okay. If you have a default format, then you can use default format. This is my format I want. If you want to customize the format, yes, you have always option. You can customize the format. Okay. Finally, press OK. So first task will be completed successfully. This is the task one, and next is I want to give the underscore test underscore. Okay. So then again press the plus button. Static value. This is static, right? Fixed value underscore test underscore. This is the fixed value. Press OK. Then I want again plus button. Okay. Don't forget, these are the different types of parameters I am using. Again plus button. You want unique number, right? So for unique number there is an option. See, unique number, unique value. This is the option. So unique value, you can under drop down you can select unique value. press OK. See now date underscore test underscore unique value. Finally, what is the format? Again, press the plus button. What is your format? .xml. .xml. This is the complete format. See now you observe 4 tasks completed. Date underscore test underscore unique number and .xml. All are finished now. See. So finally press OK. So connect these two. So simply try to understand what is the parameter means. Parameters are dynamic values. While executing the process, these values will be setted. Different types of parameters are available in boomi. These are the available parameters: connector call, cross reference lookup, current data, date time, document cache lookup, process property, document property, dynamic process property, profile element, sequential value, SQL statement, static, stored procedure, SQL, unique value. These are the different parameters available. I explained you what is the use of static and what is the use of document property and what is the use of date time and what is the use of unique value. Okay, these are the different options. Finally press OK. So press save. Now clearly observe your data, boomi test data, output, XML. So I'm deleting this complete scrap. So now if I execute the process, what will happen? Run a test. See now file format. Can you please observe the file format? This is the date underscore test underscore some unique value. Finally .xml. So this is the way to set different file format, file name. Okay. So we discussed how to set same file name, which is similar to source, and we discussed how to set simple file name, and also we discussed how to set combination of multiple parameters in single file name. These are the multiple parameters, not single parameter. We used almost 3 parameters. We used 3 parameters. See, one is the date time, one is static, another one is unique value. 3 parameters we used. So these are the different ways of parameters. So archiving tab, branch tab, parameters, and setting the same file name to destination, setting the proper file name. So everything is finished. So session 4 also done. Okay. Clearly observe based on this specific document. I'll go. Okay. So these are the, I mean, today's topic. I discussed about these topics. Okay. If you have any questions, then ask me now. So Satish asked, so he executed the process, but still it will take more than 10 documents. But normally it won't. Okay. For example,
Hello?
yeah. Hello.
I have one doubt regarding the when the archive file, could you please open the archive file or the output, the XML file which you said that we have, yeah. Here underscore, no, that one, output only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned in the, apart from the .xml, it was some unique numbers are there. Is there any particular fixed numbers? I mean, fixed characters like 15 or 14 like that?
Yeah. These are the fixed characters. Characters are fixed. If you observe, characters are almost 1, 2,
Yeah, just to confirm whether it is a fixed or it's dynamic.
7, 8, 9. 19 numbers. It's a fixed value only. These are the fixed numbers. Always number will be gambled, unique value. It's like Java code, unique value. It's generated by Java only. 19 digits are there.
Can we restrict to someone like 4 or 5?
No, unfortunately, it is not possible. You're not able to restrict this value because unique value is generated at runtime. You are not able to restrict.
Hey,
Okay.
Kumar,
Yeah.
Kumar, since we are done with the session, could you please make me as a present? I want to show you what I did while you are explaining to me.
Yeah,
And
sure.
what I was saying is, yeah, what I was saying is
Let me
it's,
show you. Let
yeah,
me. Satish, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I changed.
I'm trying to share. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, let me change to monitor 2. I have monitor 1 on. Okay, can you see the boomi interface?
Yes.